Now, if you might remember correctly before, there's two things. One, I've changed the way my desk is. The way my computer's on this side now with the screens as opposed to that side, because my bag is... Anyway, that's what happens when you spend years and years and years detailing on your knees on concrete floors without thinking it through. Second thing, I know if you remember correctly, in one of the previous vlogs, Annabelle was holding a brake caliper, a rear brake caliper. That belonged to a car. Now that car belongs to someone quite famous who recently had an accident in a car. He's okay, you all know. It's an electric car that he had an accident in. Anyway, so it's Mr. Richard Hammond. So now we've got his car here. We're going to be doing a little, doing quite a lot of work on it. It's the Lotus Esprit. Really cool car. One of those cars that you always had iconic outline, iconic design. You can see the way, you know, the profile. I'll show you. That's the one. You know what it looks like. You've all had a glimpse of it, and you all seen it if you're my age anyway. You'd know about it. So this car, we did quite a lot of work to it. We got the car in. He bought this car because he's always wanted one. He's always wanted to have this car, and he thought it'd be a good idea to get the car like this that needs some work doing to it. It didn't need major work. It was actually a decent condition. It didn't have any, you know, rust or things like that, but it was decent condition. The car came in. We then did an inspection on the car. It needed to go to the body shop, so it needed some body work. So we painted the front side of the whole front of the car and other bits and bobs around the car. We also then did brake caliper restoration, hence why you see it in the previous video. And again, the reason why I thought I was surprised that it was a difficult thing to do, because it was just black. So the front calipers are blue and the back calipers are black. So it was a bit like, why can't he do it? It's just black. It's just black paint, black matte paint that is heat resistant. Anyway, and we managed to get it done with someone else. So now it's in our PPF bay here to get some paint protection film put on it. So I got an idea. Let's go downstairs and have a look to see what it looks like right now. Also, we've got the finished article of a Zonda R, Zonda S, Zonda F that you might want to see as well, because it looks so good. Let's go have a look. Let's go. Bam. I love doing these kind of projects because we're bringing back a car to life when it was a bit tired and it needed a bit more than just sort of a paint correction or anything like that. It needs a bit more in-depth work. So it needs to go to the body shop. It needs to get some bits painted. So really looking forward to seeing the outcome of this one. So need to get this wall sorted out. Moved in here. Still haven't got all these bits done. We will do soon. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, Magda? You okay? Gaza. Morning. You alright? What's going on, people? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Good, good, thanks. So what are we doing on this? Are we doing designs, are we?
Yeah, full front.
Okay, fine, so the full front. Cool, so this is the car here. We're actually doing, because we don't have the designs for this car, the actual pattern, so the outline of the actual bits. So we're going around now, the guys are going around using the material to actually fine tweak and get the perfect pattern. And that's what we do. That's one of our unique selling points as a business. So once that's done, then it's going to go through our design process. It's going to get designed, and then we're going to give it over to Mr. Richard Hammond and see what he thinks. What's quite cool about this car actually, which you can only notice when you really get up close and personal with it, is if you have a look at the front bumper, there's actually areas where it's been painted in like a blue, as you can see. So it's a contrasting color. I'll show you if you can see it properly. See? that blue actually goes down the side as well, down the side of the car. So if you can see, blue there, and the front bumper, and also obviously on the stickers. So it looks really good. But the guys are working on this 720. Magda, what's your favorite bit on this car?
Quarters.
The rear quarters?
Yeah.
Oh really? Are they the easiest to install?
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they're okay. They're good. You like them, yeah? Gaza, what's your favorite bit on the car? What part of the car is your favorite to install?
To be quite honest, I'm quite enjoying these because they line up perfectly. So you've got the piece in here, and then you've got the second piece here, but here it seams up.
Seems up beautifully, yeah? Nice, nice.
I like the little technical bits.
He likes technical bits. There you go. So Gary's a veteran here. He's been here basically since I can remember. He's like the PPF godfather. So he does loads of different bits and bobs. That's when myself and Gary used to be installing and designing cars. So it was just us two. So he was my first employee in terms of PPF. Yeah, so it's quite cool, quite cool. And he's part of the furniture now, basically. We've got to show you around a bit whilst we're here. Have a look at this. This isn't a wrap. Let's get this straight. This is paint, so it looks proper. It looks really, 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 really good. Gege, hey, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Gege is part of QC, so he's the person who goes around and makes sure that every single part of the car has been done to our spec and to our condition. So he's going to go around the car, he's going to give it a wipe down, have a look to see all the condition of the paint protection film, because this car's had paint protection film all over the whole car. So every part of this car has got paint protection film on it. Every small intricacy. So yeah, so Gege goes around and he has a look at it. So he's got eagle eyes. Don't you, Gege? Eagle eyes. Yeah, look at him. You can see his eyes, see? Something else I want to show you guys, it just shows you the eclectic mix of people that we have here in terms of different skill sets. Bogdan, as you can see there, how you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good, you're going to be famous.
Oh, okay.
So Bogdan is actually going around and he's going to be mixing the colours to, if there's any stone chips or anything that needs to be touched in, he goes around and colours and mixes the colour himself to make sure that the actual colour fits perfectly to what we currently have. So what are you going to mix up for? Is it for this car?
Yeah.
Cool, so that's going to be a challenge, right? It's going to be a hard one to do.
No, it's not so hard to do it.
Oh, really?
No.
So what are you going to do? You're going to mix some yellow, some red?
No, just yellow with red.
With red, yeah? Okay, cool, nice. Nice, so you see there, he's mixing up the paint, and then he's going to touch it in. So once he mixes up, any sort of, what we want to do is before we apply the paint protection film, anything that needs touching, anything that needs a bit of, some people say, oh, it's a brand new car, this and that. But to be honest, you can drive, if the customer drives the car 1 mile, by chance you might be able to get a small stone chip. So we try to make sure that we just try touching it in as soon as possible. Obviously, we try to get it as good as possible, especially with McLaren. McLaren paint is obviously a very difficult one to try to match, but we try our best to do it. Day number 2 of this vlog. The Esprit's gone to Lotus to get some stuff sorted out on it to make sure everything is all running perfectly in terms of mechanical side. And number 2, the Zonda is now gone. From memory, it's gone. Yep, it's gone. Zonda's gone. Number 3, I want to show you guys something really special. Now, we get to work with a lot of different cars. You get all the plethora of cars, going from your sort of average car, like a M3, M5, and then we have things like like the Zondas and all high-end. So you got sort of the middle range, I'd like to call it, and the really hypercars type of thing. And then we have bikes, which some of you may know, some of you may not know. So we're actually working on one of our clients who has a lot of cars. One of our clients sent to us a really special bike. For you guys that know about bikes, I'm gonna go and actually speak to Tom, because he's like a fanatic of bikes, and he's gonna walk me through what is going on with this bike. But it's really cool. So Ducati, I'll tell you what it's called, just 1 second.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, 1299, yeah? Yeah. Superleggera 1299. There you go. Now I know what it is, and it's the first bike that's got a carbon frame, right? The whole frame is carbon fiber. Full carbon frame. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Well, tell me something else about what else has it got?
Oh my God, everything. Yeah, he got it. Basically, that bike got everything of the best what's available on the market.
Really?
He got the best exhaust, Akrapovic, top of a range, full titanium.
Yeah.
All shocks are Öhlins, top of a range, full adjustable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a traction control, ABS.
How much horsepower does it have?
Officially 215.
215.
Yes.
Okay. So it's pretty fast. And it must weigh nothing, yeah?
I don't know the exact weight, but it weighs nothing yet.
Okay, amazing.
It really weighs very little. I moved it today and it's very light.
Very light. Awesome, perfect. Because I actually need to get this information for the vlog.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is what you call training. We're training the sales team. Mazen, obviously my business partner and co-owner of the business, he's also training Annabelle, which you already know. Tap bells.
They've still got R8 and R6.
The lacquer that's on your, on the paintwork anyway. But it's that lacquer. Yeah, so it's that lacquer that has the self-healing property.
So you see, it's what we do in our business. It's not just provide a good quality service in terms of the actual product and treatment. We also have to provide a very good customer. Here we go. There she is. Oh my god. Now I don't usually get excited about bikes because although I had a bike before which got stolen, I'll tell you about that a bit later, whilst it was being test driven, proper idiot move. Anyway, but this is really special. So as you can see, have a look at this. You see here, it's got carbon absolutely everywhere. So the actual frame is carbon fiber. Can you see that? It's all carbon fiber. It is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Obviously we put this cloth here just so that there's any moisture or anything, or people when if they need to move it, they sit obviously on the cloth. But look at that. It is really cool. So as you heard Tom speaking on the phone, Akrapovic exhaust, obviously as you all know, Akrapovic is one of the leading manufacturers in terms of really good quality titanium exhausts. See, you can tell that's going to sound really loud. Let's go through what we're going to do with the, I was about to say car there, let's go through what we're going to do with the bike. So we put a tracker on, so we've got that sorted out, so that instead of the security, that's all sorted, that was arranged. We're putting paint protection film on the whole bike. Considering that it's a bike, there's going to be a lot of heat being generated in different areas that I wouldn't do on a car, for obvious reasons. So we try to put film in every place that we can to protect the bike, especially with something like this, which is so expensive. It's important to cover all the vulnerable areas. Now, if you see what we've done here, if you have a look, this section actually has, this is like pen marks, as you can see, going around the edge of where we want the film to actually go. So this is the way that we design. Some people are interested in to find out how we design things. So this is part of the process. We actually draw what we want to actually go onto the area. So we know for a fact that these are the pieces that are going to be covered, these are the pieces that we're going to leave out, etc, etc, etc. Then once we do that, we then take it onto, we have that material, put it onto our digitizer, get that digitized, and then we're good to go. We would then put it through our design process, do a test fit, and see how good the design actually is. Now, if the design doesn't fit properly, or it's not within our company tolerances, which is a very small tolerance, then we have to then get it designed again. And that means going through, get a laptop, making sure that all the small little tweaks are done, move it a little bit here, move it a little bit there, get the edge to be a bit curved, and so on and so forth. So that's the process. Whilst we're speaking about bikes, we actually have another bike that's come in to do some more work on it. I'd love to tell you guys what bike this is, but I haven't got a clue. I'm going to be totally honest. So could you tell me in the comments below what bike it is? Huh?
Harley Davidson Road King.
Harley Davidson Road King.
Yeah.
See, there you go. See if you got that or not, if you got that right or not. Okay, so the days are really funny. You get loads of busy stuff and you get really sort of even more busy stuff. So that's what I have time for today, but let's see what happens tomorrow, shall we?